Alabama and LSU this week. Those teams with their traditional byes ahead of their matchup next week, a big one in the SEC West. Ole Miss is right there in contention for a division championship as well, but they stumbled last week. Speaking of stumbling, Texas A&M continues to do that. They've lost 3 straight. Brady, they haven't lost 4 straight since 2005.
No, you've got a quarterback situation, too, between Haynes King and the freshman Casey Wigman. And not really sure which way Jimbo Fisher's going to go. Maybe they both play at some point in time like they did their last game. Also, the problem is you got a number of kids who reportedly got in trouble, right now, kicked off the team for some of the things they've done. That's never a good sign, too, for Jimbo Fisher and the type of culture he's trying to continue to create and build there at Texas A&M. Some talented players from that 2022 recruiting class. All that being said, College Station's a tough place to go win a football game. This is still a solid defensive team, even with the offensive struggles for Texas A&M. And I don't know what the heck to make of Ole Miss after going up 17-3 last week versus LSU and being outscored 42-3 by LSU. And I know LSU is starting to get some things going on right now, but Ole Miss just absolutely couldn't find anything in the second half of that game. I think those struggles are going to continue here too in College Station. So I'll take the 2.5 points here. I just can't see Jimbo Fisher with all that talent going on a 4-game skid, Danny.
So I think calling Texas A&M a dumpster fire is an insult to dumpster fires. I think it's worse than that. I do. There's something off and majorly off. I mean, quarterback issues are one thing, which they do, which is a dilemma. They had already lost their best player in Anaya Smith earlier this season. Now they've got 3 offensive linemen shelved for the season, and you've got this issue, the disciplinary issue happening with 3 or maybe 4 true freshmen on the team. You mentioned College Station being a tough place to play. I think it's going to be tough for the Aggies to play because fans are going to come out there and let them hear about it if they're not, in this game, if they're losing this game, which I do think you'll see a potential there. I do think LSU is maybe further along than we thought in Brian Kelly's first year. I mean, they put together a couple games back-to-back, going to Gainesville, getting a nice win this past weekend, beating an Ole Miss team, which was 7th. And I don't think anybody thought Ole Miss was really the 7th best team in the country, but that's still a pretty good LSU team that beat them down. And Lane Kiffin talked about not having time to hang their heads. I think they'll show up. I think they'll be ready to play with a lot more to play for as far as bowls, better bowl situations, still staying in the hunt in the SEC West race. So I'll take the Rebels here on the road. I think they got at least some momentum, and Texas A&M has 0. Or I should take that back. They have momentum going in the wrong direction, and I don't know how they reverse it.
Yeah, might not even make a bowl game this season.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.